It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Is it?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in a time warp. Yes, it actually is Tuesday. Yes, it is. And we're getting into it proper.
Is Tuesday the second day of the week or third?
Gosh. Now, who wants to think so hard at this point in the morning? It's Tuesday. Well, it really depends. Oh, God. It really depends on what...
Or is it fourth? In Kenya, you have 8 days. There's that. If you're
in Kenya, it's I don't know what day of the week it is. But really dependent on your... maybe in this case, your religious... beliefs. That many say if God created the world on the first and then was evening and there was morning the first day, was that Sunday or was that Saturday?
Yeah.
I mean, God, what was it really? It's a bit difficult for everybody to kind of put together. But usually because it's the weekend rest, did he rest on Sunday and then started the work day? Do you say that the week starts when you start to work?
Yeah.
We all get to the weekend. There are parts of the world whereby Sunday is a working day.
Working day.
In the Gulf, your weekend is Friday, Saturday.
True.
So it really depends on where you are. What day would you like it to be, Aseto?
Today?
Yes.
Just Tuesday.
Tuesday.
On the numbers, I don't know. It's just Tuesday. Are you ready for Tuesday?
Are you ready for
Tuesday?
Yeah. So we'll just go with Tuesday.
Let's just go with Tuesday.
All right.
Yeah.
Kabisa sawa.
The rest you decide.
Yes, you do. I hope everybody's well this morning. You know what?
Yep.
Stop the press because it's Mutanu's birthday today.
Okay.
Yes, it is. She went on leave. You see, this chick is just calculated. We understand what it is that you're doing. Tune your radio, 94.4. And a very happy birthday to you, Mutanu. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mutanu. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And we know that you are missing so that we cannot pour you water. Holy water. But happy birthday, Mutanu. And I know you're awake and getting into the day. So July baby, another one. And so very good morning to everybody. We're getting into the Situation Room this morning. Karibuni sana. Sana. Marion, would I be lying if I said the live streams are up? Would I? I don't know. I think I would. So we'll have the live streams up in just a little bit. So we'll let you know how you can get into the room. This morning, it is Tuesday. Dennis Tolasetto is wearing another cable knit sweater today. So do you have all the colors of the rainbow? So we need you to get red, orange. We've already seen that you've got yellow mustard.
Yeah.
So we need green. We've seen the blue.
Okay.
And then purple.
Purple.
Okay?
Sour.
We're waiting for you.
Okay.
Okay. You know, I'm serious.
Purple.
Yes, so red, orange, green, and purple. That's what we're waiting for.
Green, purple. Okay.
Yes. Sour.
I will make two.
We'll know as it comes.
Yes.
Skitty, good morning.
Skitty.
I have a feeling that you're going to make a song out of that because every time you see her, you say, Skitty. Then your Kabi, you know, it's unbelievable. I never used to understand until I actually saw human beings operate. And then I used to think that, see, it's morning, we wake up and then we just behave. So Nyokabi we used to pick her up in the morning and she was just like wrapped up and I just thought, okay, maybe this is how she is.
Yeah.
Watch, I saw Nyokabi last week during the day. Like when the sun had come out and everybody had come out to play. It was a totally different human being.
Yeah.
Like what? The times of the day actually affect people.
A combination of Nyokabi, Sulfur, and Regina.
Don't know who Regina. Okay.
Regina. Yeah, there's just someone called Regina.
Okay.
It's wonderful to watch. Wonderful.
My God, like when the sun comes out, people just change.
Go get out.
Hey. I was like, wow. So then I saw her this morning and I was like, it's very true. The early morning does something to people.
True.
But all the same, good morning, everybody. Everybody's here. Joy B, good morning. All the ladies are in tow and getting into it proper this morning. Karibuni sana. Sana to Tuesday, the 28th of July. 3 days left in the year. Hey, God, does my year end in July?
It's okay.
Why? 3 days left in the month. Yes. And then we get into August, and we're getting now hurtling proper at the end of the quarter, and we get into the last one. Is the second month of the quarter of the third quarter of the year.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a couple of conversations today. Let me let you know what those are. Very good morning to everybody. This is the Situation Room. Dennis Tolaseto and Ndu Ifoma Oko. I just want to remind...
Removing the North Asian full.
Ezioko Bundu Ifoma Uche Chukuka.
Thank you.
Oko.
Yes.
I want to remind people that the short form of my long name is Ndu. It's NDU. It does not have an H. It does not have a KU at the end. It doesn't have a double O or a single O in Ndu. It's not two N's. It's not two D's. It's not Ndoto. It's not Nduku. It's not Nduta. It's not Ndo. It's none of those things.
It's just Ndu.
It's just Ndu.
NDU.
There's no apostrophe. There is no dot semicolon. No. Just take it as it is. Simple me. Yes. It's another day to remind you that Ndu doesn't have an H. Sawa.
Yeah.
All right. So from there, we can now move on into the conversations that we'll be having today. The Member of Parliament for Suba South constituency is Karoli Omondi. He's going to join us at 7 o'clock, and we're going to be asking a number of questions. And everybody's up in the air saying,
that one.
Is it a political party? Have you registered a party?
Have you been endorsed?
Okay. See, this man usually is in the operations of things. For the longest time, he was in the operation of ODM, and it didn't come out till much later. He's actually here turning the wheels of Ulinda Mwananchi. So we're going to ask him a couple of questions because people want to know, on what platform is all of this happening? And would you be ready to give it up to somebody who may not be campaigning, really? So there are a lot of intrigues here that we would like to get into. So Karoli Omondi joins us at 7 o'clock for that conversation. Let's get some of these questions answered, because he would be in a very good place to then enable us to get a better understanding of Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Sawa. All right. And then at 8 o'clock, Pauline Njoroge, former blogger, now soon to be or already aspiring in practice politician.
Yep.
She's going to join us at 8 o'clock along the lines of, where we are with the politics of the day, and then making the switch. Not everybody. A few people and their uncle. We saw the likes of Aisha Jumwa yesterday.
Yeah.
Suddenly. When Linda Mwananchi. No, people take a message from Olkalau. What does that exactly mean? Now, does that mean that everybody can just join? I just remember, like, when we were kids, and you would be playing a fun game, and people would ask, can I come? Can I join? It sounds like that's what it is, kind of. But are we losing the plot? But we will definitely have that conversation with her as she joins us. The opposition realignment, as well as what will come in, how Mount Kenya and Western Kenya shift for 2027. She joins us as a political strategist. She'll join us at 8 o'clock. And then, yes, we know that there's a problem with university funding. Now, even though there was a statement made about how this will all be covered, we still do not know. And we're going to have a couple of days of education conversations, as we normally do. So we're going to start off with that today. Educationist Dr. Davis Combo will join us. Public universities in distress, debt pending bills, institutional autonomy. We're also seeing that a number of questions come up, like who's doing what. JKUAT got a new vice chancellor just yesterday, a long-term academician. Some of those things that will come into play in terms of then how will things be handled. So we'll then have that universities funding conversation at 9 o'clock. So that's what the day looks like. And Karibuni Sana, our live streams, are they? I want to say they're up. Bado? Okay, we're working on that. We'll talk to you in just a minute. And our audience on KTN, a very good morning to you. We're tuned in around the region, around the country, and indeed around the world. Thank you for tuning in. And you want to know what those frequencies are, I'll let you know what that is in just a minute. So if you're tuned in Nairobi, definitely 94.4. Thank you for being here in Nairobi. It's 102.5 in Kisumu, 87.9 in Mombasa, 90.9 in Nyeri, and 96.0 in Nakuru, with 96.7 in Eldoret and 97.6 in Malindi. All right, so before we get into that, those of you who are listening silently, thank you for tuning in this morning. Mr. Seto took us to Malawi.
Malawi, home to Lake Malawi. Now, one thing that stands out with the Lake Malawi is the fact that also Malawi as a country is landlocked, right? But Lake Malawi has some beautiful white sandy beaches where photographers go there to enjoy one of the best sunsets that exists in the continent. You can only find that in Malawi, Lake Malawi. Lake Malawi, right? Now, when you talk about their wildlife, so they have national parks like Liwonde and Majete, home to elephants, lions, leopards, rhinos, buffaloes, hippos, crocodiles, and many bird species. So bird watching as well is a reality in Malawi. But let's go to the proverb. You cannot plow a field, sow seeds, harvest crops, and eat on the same day. You cannot plow a field, sow seeds, harvest crops, and eat on the same day.
No. Yeah. Everything has its season. Everything has its time.
Yep.
There's a season for there's a time for everything under the sun. That you do one thing today and allow another process to take place, and then allow another process to take place after that. It's not all going to happen at one time. So I guess patience pays. There's a time for everything.
Really.
That's how I'd see it.
This life is part and parcel of the engine. Like every single piece is a wheel that makes the entire cog move. You know what I mean? So in the sense that, okay, fine. You can get talk vibaya, but anyway, yeah. So the entire process of even having a child, it starts from somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
By the time this child now becomes an adult, there's a lot that has gone into preparing them for the future. You know, you want to go to Singapore. What are some of the initiatives you're putting in place that will take you to Singapore? Education funding model. So you're fixing it. What are some of the pieces you're putting in to make sure that it is a success? Election is a process. What are you putting in to ensure that it is truthful, it's verifiable, and factual? So if you don't put in everything clearly, you will not get that result.
Yep.
Patience pays.
It actually does. Patience really does pay. And, just, work through the process. Work through the process.
Even Diamond goes through that process before you finally get to enjoy how it looks at the end.
Yeah, who would have thought that a diamond started off as sand?
Exactly.
Yeah. Who would have thought that?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we'll get to you in just a minute for those of us who are on the live stream. So maybe we'll do things a little bit backwards this morning.
So the KTN stream is live on YouTube, but the Spice one tunashughulikia.
Kuna watu hapo kwa KTN stream wasalimie tafadhali.
Kwa KTN, let me just check. KTN, so we have around 124 people who are locked in as we speak, but no one is speaking at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
we'll come back and...
But we recognize them.
We do. A very good morning to you. Okay, so we're trying to figure out something technically here. We'll get into that in just a minute. So what we're going to do is do things a little bit backwards. What we'll do right now is that we'll look into the headlines, just the headlines, and then we'll come back and look into a couple of stories later as we then do say hello to you, because we want to make sure that we have an opportunity to do that. Okay, so this morning in the Standard, it's Kenya's bold newspaper. Kenya's bold newspaper today has a picture of Deputy President Kithure Kindiki. And the headline is, Kindiki stripped. As in, he has been stripped. It's not a verb that he performed in this case. President William Ruto has dealt Deputy President Kithure Kindiki his biggest political blow yet, stripping him of the powerful Intergovernmental Coordination docket and handing it to Prime Cabinet Secretary Mudavadi. Documents obtained by the Standard show Kindiki has lost one of the Deputy President's most influential levers of power, a role previously exercised by both Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. The move comes as UDA reels from its all-Kalau humiliation and pressure mounts from within the president's camp to rethink the 2027 ticket amid fears Kindiki has failed to stem Gachagua's growing dominance of Mount Kenya.
I have a question.
Question.
Is the president's dominance in Mount Kenya growing?
Well, obviously not, because apparently what they're saying because of this fella.
So who is it to blame?
This fella. So that's not why they're stripping him, Mama.
Okay.
I don't know.
should just work for your own dominance.
There will be interesting times ahead.
If it's failing, you're equally just failing.
No, now that's why you pull people together. That's why you say you come, you can do. You have strengths here, I will use you here. You have strengths here, I'll use you here. You understand?
Understand. President is a symbol of national unity.
Okay.
Right? So at that point, if there are people who are telling you, hapa kidogo iko shida, you don't remove a speck on someone else's eye. You remove the log in your eye first. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just me.
A couple of days coming will tell, I'm telling you. Hepatitis B is what's on page 2.
Yep.
How a new initiative is saving newborns from infection. It's one of the vaccines that you get when you're a baby. Clean Generation Initiative aims to prevent mother-to-child virus transmission of the 73 babies born to hepatitis B positive mothers or have tested negative because of this.
Yeah.
Experts warn disease is a silent epidemic and call for more funding. And also just looking into that, hepatitis is being looked at. Maybe a lot of times you don't realize just how serious it is, but it is. Guard recounts chilling State House arrow attack. Remember how somebody rocked up to State House and shot somebody with a bow and arrow?
Yeah.
Amma?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I remember.
That actually happened.
There's actually someone who died, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A State House officer yesterday gave a detailed account of the moment a man armed with a bow and arrow allegedly attacked security officers guarding State House, telling the High Court that the suspect appeared determined to target officers. We'll look into that story a little bit more later.
Yeah.
Citizens draw the line in the fight to save Nairobi Park. And they went back yesterday and they're saying, come on, guys, this is not what we should be doing. On page 4 and 5, costly mistakes. Wildfires Ruto started that could consume him. We'll come to this again. Barack Maluka has an analysis here in the Standard. And he talks about how State House insiders describe a restless President Ruto, increasingly anxious about his grip on power. His frustration is said to spill into public outbursts and attacks on opposition leaders, overlooking that leadership often emerges from the meeting of individuals and historic circumstances. It's one of the things that Barack writes about here.
Yeah.
So, of course, there's that story on page 6. Kindiki loses key counties role to Mudavadi as poll loss fallout starts. So it seems that some folks may be getting their knickers in a twist because of this, and folks are now starting to point fingers. No, you did it. No, you didn't do it. No, you didn't show up. And what do we do? Okay. So what you do, yank some of your responsibilities. If that's not a show of might, I don't know what is. It would appear as though the president is at a crossroads. That's what the headline is. Pressure points testing Ruto's re-election strategy. I have to ask then, if everybody's so consumed by what's happening politically, when does the country business actually get done? I'm just asking for my friend in the back. Yeah. Sifuna allies to lose Senate committee posts in purge. Well, there you go. There's another way to kind of, flex your muscle and show people that, you're the man on top. So it looks like Deputy Minority Whip Osotsi might be out of it. Also there, a picture of Nakuru Senator Tabitha Karaja. It's possible that there will be another shake-up in this Senate, just because of the fact that they're allies. C.S. Wahome is not very happy with C.S. Dwale and says, you did what now? You called who what? Yeah, we need to insist that the batteries are in and working. All right, looking into other headlines this morning. Respect Kenyan law or leave, Batuk is told. Laikipia leaders are challenging the terms of Kenya's military partnership with Britain. They are insisting accountability, local benefits, and respect for Kenya's law must shape the Batuk's future operations if they're going to continue. So we saw that the renewal of the license failed to take off, and that is why the British training unit have said, okay, they're leaving. Well, it's come under scrutiny. Laikipia leaders are demanding that the current agreement be signed without conditions, insisting that British soldiers accused of crimes in Kenya must face trial locally. There's extradition to the UK to go and be tried in some, they're saying, no, you did it here, face the law here. But that whole Batuk conversation is still one to be revisited. Leaked data reveals massive gap in ELC judges' case performance. It would appear that the speed at which your case at the ELC, Environment and Land Court, goes depends on the magistrate. If the magistrate has decided that we're going to go a little bit slow, it really is up to the judge in this case. So this thing that we're saying that, quickly wrap up cases here, they're like saying, yeah, okay, hold my drink. We'll talk about that.
So it depends with who you are.
It depends on who the judge is.
Yeah.
It depends on who the judge is. And if they decided this thing is going to go quickly, well and good. If it's not, we're going to sit here for a minute, auntie. There is a likelihood that your land case or environment matter will either be resolved fast or the wheels of justice will grind at a slower pace, depending on the judge hearing the matter. Individual judges' performance is seen, as by the Standard, reveals interesting insights into the judge's output in the last financial year. We'll look into that in just a minute. 5 judges of the Environment and Land Court have delivered more than 100 judgments in the past year. The total numbers of judges in the division are 63. So 58 judges have just been, we're coming slowly, but we'll come.
But there are 5 who are performing well.
Yes. 5 of them have delivered 100 judgments. Yeah.
Okay.
US seeks extradition of 6 Kenyans in a 96 million cyber fraud crackdown. Yikes. Washington links the 6 to an alleged business email compromise syndicate targeting US universities and state agencies. Francis Asanyo claims Kenya should not consent to extradite her citizens to the US over crimes committed in Nairobi. Do you understand? Crimes committed in Nairobi should be done what? Right where?
Nairobi.
Thanks, please. All this business, bring them here. Let's have a word with them. Sorry. You want to have a conversation? Come and do. What do they call that? Amicus curiae.
Amicus curiae.
Come and do amicus curiae here in Kenya.
Court.
Yes. Come here. Yeah, that's what they're saying. This business of going outside is. Melissa. No, we're not outside.
Okay.
It's not JKUAT, it's KU I was talking about. KU appoints a long-serving scholar, Professor Akumu, as Vice-Chancellor. There have been discussions about who's going to be the next VC of KU, and there it is. There's a story on page 13. It might make you a bit happy or a bit sad, really depending on what your choice of poison is this morning. And because we're not on the live stream, we cannot see what Isaac Ali is up to.
Give me the chalice.
Here we go. Is it poison? Thwake Dams, troubled path. Thwake Dam. Its troubled past exposes deep cracks in Kenya's water projects. This one Thwake Dam that they've never finished, however, since 19 Kindiki. Okay, it's good.
It's only 6 months.
Now this, wow, touche. But apparently, it's the poster child for problems with water projects in Kenya.
Yep.
That's actually a picture of the dam. My goodness. For nearly a year.
Where's the dam?
I don't know. It's somewhere in there, damn it.
Where is it? Let me think. Akuna dam. No.
It's a dam, Buana.
Where?
Can't see the dam.
I know.
It's a dam.
Has anything happened here?
So you open your eyes. What's wrong with you?
I am trying.
Can't see a dam.
Imagine I have minimum niko macho nne.
You're even
can't see.
assisted. You're even sight assisted. You can't see a dam. Sasa unaona shida shida ya watu. Wanakuonyesha dam tu uoni. I don't understand what's wrong with you.
Wait, or was this photo taken from space?
Rough.
Anyway, it's a poster child for the problems we have here.
In the water sector in Kenya. That's the headline, not me saying it's the headline. The opinion pages today, carried by my friend Jerry Njihira Gitai. Why justice has not been fully served by Obado's conviction. Now, I am not going to tell you what the cartoon is today.
Yes.
I need you to go and get a copy of the Standard and have a look at the caricature today. So that you not come and be that daughter of Engineer Ko is the one who told you. Go and find it for yourself so that you can understand what it says.
Yeah.
Look into the opinion pages, as well as Fidel Amakia, who talks about Ghanaian geopolitical and security analyst. He's a founder of the DefSec Analytics, and he talks about how Trans-Saharan pipeline will impact regional dynamics.
Yeah.
I want to get onto that real quick. All right. So that's what kind of looks like in the Standard this morning.
Yes.
So let's do this. Acha tuchukue break.
Yeah.
Alafu tukirudi.
Tunachukulia break hapa.
Yes.
Kwa sababu machine imefanya ile kitu.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Into the others.
Yeah, let's look at the Daily Nation, and it's talking about the billionaire governor. So we have pictures of Ferdinand Waititu, whose amount in dispute here is 1.94 billion shillings. Case status 131 million shillings forfeited. A balance claim dismissed. So Moses Lenal Kulal, the amount they're talking about in dispute is 703.5 million shillings, and the case status is recovery case pending appeal. 570 million shillings is amount in dispute on Mike Sonko, former Nairobi governor, and the status of the case is forfeiture dismissed, appeal pending. 517 million shillings is the amount in dispute. Evans Kidero, former Nairobi governor again, and status of the case investigation challenged in court. Hassan Joho family, amount in dispute 5.8 billion Kenya shillings, the status of the case, project quashed by Supreme Court. Now, Okoth Obado, amount in dispute 73.4 million shillings, case status criminal and recovery cases pending. Wycliffe Oparanya, former Kakamega governor, 56.7 million shillings, and the status of the case, petition on criminal case revived. Charges have been what again?
Dropped.
Yes. Kimari Wamatangi, amount in dispute 813 million shillings. The status of the case, EACC recovery suit pending. Now, exposed in corruption trials, commercial disputes, land battles, and defamation suits, judges have scrutinized multi-million shillings property portfolios owned by current and former governors that had long remained hidden from public view, illuminating the politicians' financial footprint far more than confidential wealth declarations or mandatory political disclosures ever have. In many cases, the details surface not because the county chiefs volunteered them, but because prosecutors, investigators, business rivals, or private litigants placed the evidence before the courts. The matter has been expounded in pages 4 and 5. Now, there is a case here that is being asked, is it a suicide, is it an accident, or is it a murder? It is a mystery that shrouds students' fatal fall from 22nd floor. That has been expounded on page 3. And cracks in cabinet, high-stakes 2027 race exposes rifts in president top team. Iko shida pale kwa cabinet. Iko shida sana. Now that you're seeing that the office of the deputy president is being stripped some powers, especially when it comes to handling IBEC, which is the Intergovernmental Committee that tends to discuss allocation of funds to the counties.
Yep.
So you end up office of Prime Cabinet Secretary. Yes. 34,000 teachers set for promotion. So the Teacher Service Commission has advertised 34,016 promotional vacancies for teachers across public primary schools, secondary schools, and teachers training colleges, opening applications for career advancement in the 2026-27 financial year. The vacancies span 30 cadres from senior teacher 2 to chief principal. So Lobby joins battle against Rironi Mau Summit Highway toll. The Consumer Federation of Kenya has asked the High Court to stop the rollout of 8 shillings per kilometer fee to use the Nairobi-Nakuru Mau Summit Highway, arguing the government cannot impose mandatory tolls on the existing taxpayer-funded highway without first providing a practical toll-free alternative route. Sisi ndio tumejenga nini barabara. How do you then come to tell me that mimi mwenye nimejenga barabara nalipia barabara ndio nitumie? Wanasema haiwezekani. How Irishman's Kenyan love story ended in court battles. So Fitzpatrick says he relocated to Kenya and married Miss Muhoro after selling his inheritance in Ireland. Mr. Fitzpatrick had no reason and has no reason to doubt me as I spent the money prudently in accordance with our discussion and agreement. That's according to Miss Martha Muhoro. Now, Mr. Fitzpatrick anasema pesa yangu imetumika vibaya. Pesa yenye niliherithi imeisha, yenye niliuza huko Ireland.
I beg you should keep quiet. So Jare, when he was, anyway, look.
Yeah. Just finish. When he was getting into it, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Exactly. People shouldn't come and tell us later that, oh, you know, I was hoodwinked. Seriously?
You're an adult.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're an adult. Yeah. Anyone with a passport and ID, you sold inheritance. I mean, you didn't spend the money well, period.
Sorry, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Fitzpatrick,
Yeah.
he left America.
Ireland.
Ireland. Okay, yeah, Fitzpatrick is a very Irish name.
Yeah.
He came to Kenya. When he was leaving Ireland, had he already married, what was her name?
Muhoro.
Had he already married her?
But they got married in Kenya.
Thank you very much. Do you understand now what I'm saying? So when he was selling this property, So now his problem is that Muhoro has spent all his money.
Yes.
Or has finished his money. Abi? Okay. When he was leaving Ireland,
Yes.
They were not married. He sold everything and then came here and then married. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what does he want the court to do? To give him a new brain?
He wants the court to find that the money was spent in a way that he wants to recover around 25 million shillings. So anyway, mambo ya watu wawili wenye wamejifunika blanketi gubi-gubi, panaingilia. The court will decide. Now, there's a question here that is being asked. Is it a suicide? Is it an accident or murder? Mr. Shaw's student's fatal 22nd of floor 4. And there is a gentleman here in the middle of all this that is being sought. So officers from Kilimani police station were on July 19th called to investigate the death of the 21-year-old Muranga University student who had been in the company of a man. Margaret's body lay on the cabro in the Altura apartments compound following a fall from the building's 22nd floor. While the building is geographically in Upper Hill, it falls under the Kilimani police station. Just 3 months earlier, police had arrested Tony Lual following the death of Consolata Gedinji from another apartment building within the same jurisdiction. Now, Consolata fell from the 6th floor of a building and landed on the balcony on the 3rd floor. The fall killed her. She had been in the short stay apartment with Lual. So the gentleman called Lual is in the middle of 2 deaths of 2 ladies who fell from buildings.
On the same day?
Not the same day, different days. Yeah.
I don't know, but my radar is up.
Yeah. So even the police are saying it is the trajectory cannot be denied, cannot be ignored. He has a case to answer. Investigations continue on the matter. Now, how court cases have exposed governors' billions, that's on the story that I alluded to earlier, and CJ Kome prepares for 2027 polls now. That's what she's saying. It is essential for improving coordination, facilitating secure information sharing, strengthening data governance, reducing duplication of effort, and enabling evidence-based decision-making. That is according to Chief Justice Martha Koome. Early planning is key in ensuring disputes are resolved fairly and swiftly, thereby reinforcing confidence in democratic processes, she says. IEBC, what are you going to do to ensure that people are satisfied with the election, that they don't have to go to the courts? For me, that's where it's at.
The fact that she's even saying courts have to be prepared.
Yeah, prepared.
That you're saying that courts have to be prepared. There's expectation of something going all right. Right? It's like, okay, just be ready because, doo-doo can hit the fan. So we need to be ready to sort it out by the time that happens. I think if you kind of set the precedent, you kind of already let people know. I don't know if it's going to stir up alarm in people's minds that, oh my goodness, it could be a time where the Supreme Court might have to sit.
Iko wakati watu waliitwa hyena. Now, what's in a name is the question. Duale hyena slur fueling fire of defiance. Now, an apologetic health CS says he was misquoted, but former DP Gachagua feels remark aimed at fanning animosity. The hyena traditionally portrayed in folklore as a greedy scavenger that laughs while feeding on the remains of another animal's kill is being stripped of its old meaning and given a new political identity. Health Cabinet Secretary Eden Duale has found himself in a political fix after his hyena remark was interpreted as a slur against Mount Kenya communities over their political preferences. What was apparently intended as an expression of contempt is rapidly becoming a symbol of defiance.
Look, where I understand that, I think that people sometimes can milk something politically until, there's nothing left. But this is one of those fantastic opportunities to do that. And like I said, I really believe that day, CS Duale had not put his brain to mouth filter batteries in. Because everybody's come at him, essentially. Everybody's come, you shouldn't say things like that. However, I think that people for too long use this I have been misquoted thing. If I tell you that you are behaving like the wildlife creature that feeds off of the carcasses that others have left behind, that you're always lurking in the shadows, waiting to come and eat. How can I possibly, and if I actually use the word, and I say, you are behaving like a hyena, how can you be misquoted over something that you actually said?
That had a meaning behind it.
Come on. I mean, if I say, okay, I'm sitting in the company of other people and I say, I saw Dennis this morning and he looked as though he was upset. Now, if somebody goes and said, Ndu said Dennis is now a deranged, depressed man. Now, there I was misquoted.
Yep.
Do you understand? I was misquoted because that is not what I said. But in this case, this is what you said. And I think far too long, people keep using this misquoted thing to then defend the indefensible.
True.
Boss, if you said it, just apologize.
Just apologize.
And then we move on.
Just apologize.
But now people are milking this thing politically to death.
To death. But you see, another thing that I find a problem with what the Cabinet Secretary said was when he was asked to appear before NCIC, what did he say? I will not appear before NCIC. You know why? Until that time when Rigathi Gachagua is invited, appears before NCIC, that's when I'll show up. Clearly, he knew exactly what he was saying. Because if you are misquoted, you just appear before NCIC and explain yourself. NCIC is not there for you to appear when you want.
The reason why he says he would not appear before NCIC is not because he was busy or that he had a meeting.
No.
It's that impunity that we talk about, that who is NCIC? It's for other people, it's not for me. And let me tell you something. These are the things that you see on a daily basis. These slurs that people think they can just open their mouth and talk the way they want.
Yeah.
There is an attitude behind all of it. And when somebody is telling you just how they really feel about constitutionalism, the rule of law,
Believe them.
Believe them.
Yeah, believe
Good
them.
Lord in heaven. This is what they're telling you they actually think.
Yep.
So when they say I will not apologize, when they say I will not go before they are
NCIC.
telling you how they feel.
Yeah.
Believe them. It's not going to come from somebody else's mouth.
The law is
Thank you
for
for coming to my
everybody
TED Talk.
else to follow but them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to me jam.
The words that come out of your mouth, believe
them.
them. Because they've told you not once, not twice. They keep telling you.
Yep.
While that's all going on, Ruto, I should. Have you finished?
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. On the front page of the Star this morning, Ruto gives out 2 million title deeds in 4 years. Can you believe it?
Okay.
The highlights of the title deeds issuance, I think this is a great thing. Cash Ruto promised is 1.5 billion shillings to the coast region to resolve land issues. That's what was promised. 33,000 is the title deeds the president issued in May at the coast. Additional title deeds being prepared for coast counties is 200,000. Title deeds issued in Yatta, Machakos County last week was 1,300. Title deeds prepared by Kiumweri Land Company in Muranga was 4,228. And 148 colonial villages in Kirinyaga targeted for titling. Sindo? And there's a picture of a landowner there in the presence of Abdul Somad, the governor of Mombasa, with the president, His Excellency William Ruto. They're clapping. It's nice. It's good. The state aims to promote economic transformation, and this is one of the ways that they want to go there. Yeah. Yes.
You know, that entire statement you just read, all we hear is the president. Where's the National Land Commission?
Who?
Where's the Ministry of Lands in all this?
Which one?
No.
Why are you anti-development? Why are you anti-progression? What's wrong with you?
We are paying salaries for individuals to be in these offices to do their damn job.
Maybe they were there. It's just that the picture did not capture their 1,000 words.
Yeah, it just happened that they were not there.
You just calm down. Take it easy.
I can't remember. 2027. 2027 will show us things.
There's no problem. Everything is okay. Sorry, Roy. There's a glimmer of hope as HIV infections in young people reduce. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Please, I beg. I take God beg una. Not they do anyhow, please. If to say the thing don't bite you like that, the thing don't pepper your body, I beg. I take God beg una. Wear something. Please. See, the numbers have been reducing.
Okay, wear something. Let me tell
wear
you.
something, I
Strap
beg.
it.
Don't be doing anyhow, I beg.
Strap it.
Don't be doing anyhow. I take God beg una. I de beg una well, I beg. It's okay. Don't be doing like that.
Yeah.
Please. The numbers have reduced. This is a good thing.
To the young people, thanks for listening.
Just continue like that. The numbers will reduce. Okay? Inside Matiang'i, Sifuna and Orengo plot to lock Western. Okay? There's a plot to lock the western part of the country. And I have a feeling that Karoli Omondi knows a thing about that or two. So he'll talk with us about that at 7. Bendera's rise to lead Coast top organization. Growing up in the coastal village of Mawembe in Musambweni, Kwale County, Mwanasiti Mohammed Bendera was no stranger to emergency hospital runs. Asthma attacks struck without warning, triggered by almost anything: dust, common childhood cold viruses, or even moments of deep laughter and tears. Her family regularly rushed her to the nearby district hospital, now Msambweni County Referral Hospital, and that talks about her rise through sickness when she was young. Now, a university has been ordered to pay an ex-aide 1.4 million shillings over an unlawful sack. Don't just go and be sacking people anyhow, because you know what? This is the University of Nairobi, just in case you're wondering. And it's the same Employment and Labour Court. This is probably one of those judges, the 5 judges
that are working hard.
This is one of those cases where they've now said, hey, you dismissed him unlawfully. Pay him now money that you would have paid him
over there as you pay
him. Yeah, we're not doing it again. Yeah, so that's kind of like what it looks like in those couple of pages of the Star this morning. Also, I wanted you to know that Mudavadi has flagged off a landmark program to safeguard natural resources in Kenya. This is very interesting to me. Okay. Because there's this huge resource, it's called the Nairobi Park.
Yeah.
Where they're building a Bomas facility, an adjacent facility to the thing. That would be a great place also
to start
for this program to safeguard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I think
I agree.
Perhaps, maybe.
Yeah, or even the, is it the Meru National Forest? That one. Yeah, tunakata miti tuweke airstrip.
Sindio? Yeah.
Ziko nyingi. Do you also know there's a resource called Lake Victoria that has fish inside, where we know foreign vessels are fishing, packaging the same and exporting at the expense of the locals?
Oh, blimey. Oh, yeah. All right, then.
That's also a natural resource, but that perhaps maybe we should protect as well.
Maybe it's in the plan.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe there's a plan.
And many other national resources.
Yeah.
Oh, there is also Masai Mara, right? There's another where we decided to block the path for wild beast and everything.
So it's
a natural resource. See, we've started a campaign to protect them.
Leave Mudavadi alone.
Nasema too.
Literally, leave him alone. Also, on the Business Daily today, as we come to the top of the hour. Puzzle of missing... Puzzle of missing 629 billion shillings in China imports in KRA data.
629
billions.
Those are 2 SGRs from Nairobi to Mombasa.
Yeah.
Missing.
Maybe 4. Because, we knew that the SGR was inflated.
Yeah.
Maybe 4.
Wow.
Yeah. So KRA can't find this money. But it must be somewhere. These goods that were purchased. So I reckon that if you purchase goods worth 629 billion shillings, we'd see them somewhere. I mean, it's not like sugar. I lost a kilo of sugar.
They shipped 1.3 trillion worth of goods. But we only captured...
Anyway, KRA's got a little bit of a job to do because they can't find these goods, and maybe the people who purchased them will then be able to tell us where they are, and so that's going to be a thing. China shipped 1.3 trillion shillings worth of goods. Kenya captured 672. There's a data mismatch, and it points to under declaration of imports. Who declares imports in this country of that magnitude? Perhaps that's where you need to start asking questions. Excuse me, uncle, how far? This thing when you write, if I know they work, that's now where you need to start and say, okay, let's look at the papers one to the other and say that's too much of money to be missing.
Who offloaded the goods?
Yeah.
Kenya Ports Authority.
At one point.
Okay.
Up on the Tuko. Good morning, everybody.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to